out here and I'm at the State Museum of the state of Pennsylvania. And I'll bet you they've got some Pennsylvania stuff in there. And they'll surely have everything Pennsylvania you can think of. But before we dare go in, I've got one suggestion for you. Buckle up, Quakers. About to take a ride on the toll road. All right, which county are we in? We are in Dauphin County. Look how cool this is here. Just guessing that's William Penn. Pennsylvania rocks. Yeah, definitely known for the coal. And there's coal too. Iron ore, yeah. Rocks. What are rocks? We all know what rocks are, don't we? Look, you can even touch rocks. Have you ever touched a rock before? Okay, this is their ecology room. Looks like we got our birds of prey. We're all familiar with the bald eagle. Golden eagle. Those things are huge. I was wondering what that weird sound was. It must be woodpeckers. Flying squirrels. Those things I always thought were kind of crazy. What is this, a marmot or a groundhog or a poor man's beaver? And oh, these suckers. I swear one of them got into my car. Could have been this guy here. And ate all my wires out. You jerk. Gray squirrel. I don't care if you have arachnophobia or not. If you saw an orb weaver this big, you might want to avoid it. Actually, I'd be less afraid of that than these giant millipedes. And look at the size of that centipede. It's almost disgusting. Is that one of them? I think we always call them potato bugs. Is that what that is? Wow, this is cool. They're calling this the coal forest. It's got a holy crap, look. Oh, this is almost scary here. Look at that creature. Wow, this is dangerous. I don't know if I like this. Look at the size of that. This old coal forest or something else. What is that? Some beetles eating on a little bug carcass. We found him some lunch. Yeah, look at this guy. Was lunch.
Look at that crocodile. It's exactly the same.
Wow, and it looks like we have a mixture between the extinct and is still alive here. I think the gator won this because he's still alive. things are getting real between this two. When you make the kill, you will fight to keep the kill. Here's the thing though, these two probably fight each other, maybe to the death. Meanwhile, just wait in the wings. Could be yours. All right, looks like we got a gray fox that got himself a little bit of dinner. Will he share with his brother? Who knows? Red fox here, not to be confused with a comedian. Oh, going after a turtle lunch, a little turtle soup. Elizabeth, it's the big one. Working through the snow. We got a mountain lion or a cougar, and he's got his prey just around this tree. You better start running quick, my friend, because he looks hungry. And we found Bambi. Now where is Thumper and Eeyore? Let's see this big bison from across the room here. This is the official national mammal of the United States of America. It's a good sized one there too. And in case you were wondering if porcupines make a good lunch, proceed with caution. That looks painful. And look, he's like, yeah, go ahead, take a bite out of my butt. You'll see what is in it for you. Not to give bad news to anybody, but this groundhog definitely has a shadow. And look, groundhogs live in the ground. This kind of looks like Penn State's mascot right here. I think we're ready to check out another level. Maybe there'll be a few less kids and a little, just a tad bit quieter, I hope. Stagecoach. And that Conestoga wagon, which I found out was actually invented in Pennsylvania. I believe Lancaster is where it came from. Anytime I see rates of toll, they spelled toll wrong, that's kind of annoying. Well, bunting, this must be a, oh wow, look at the painting we have in the middle here. I wonder if this is Civil War, maybe? Gettysburg, yeah. Look at the detail on this. And just look, you know, you just glorify like this Civil War or whatever, but just to think if you're in the middle of this fighting someone right across from you, could have been your neighbor a few years ago, and stab, shoot, or die yourself, or swing a gun after you've used all your ammo. War is hell. So this shell was fired on Fort Sumner, which was the beginning of the Civil War, of course. Wow. Obviously it didn't explode. So here's something pretty interesting. For this painting, he used real objects to kind of give himself a model. And you'll see this drum here, that's a Civil War relic. It has an actual bullet hole through it. Said he used that in 2 different one of his paintings. And we'll take one more look at this room here, dedicated to the Civil War. I believe the picture is from Pickett's Charge. It's what that giant painting is. Just a massive battle. Alright, let's see what life was like inside. Guess these are Native American tent structures, not what we call teepees. Longhouse. Here's one of the wigwams. Central heat, I guess. No central air, though. Piper Cub. One of the most important people in the world, a toll collector. Oh, we got Packard here too. Nice. Just for the record, I am not a fan of the Pennsylvania Turnpike. Perhaps the most expensive road in the dang world. Last time I drove through Pennsylvania, I think it cost me $140 or more. Next time I'll walk. (1913) Lulu Speedster. Slogan: you cannot buy a better car than the Lulu. Wow, look at that old gas pump back there. That's something else. And a very early looking Harley Davidson. Horseless carriage right there. Yeah, that's a 1920 Harley Davidson there. And this is a steam car, the Grout steam car. Oh yes, a marker from the Lincoln Highway. Grandfather of all roads. In the transportation area now of the museum, and they got a lot of different beauties here. Horse-drawn oil tanks. That's something else. And here's a horse-drawn oil wagon. It's kind of the past and the future meeting at the same time, isn't it? Sears motor buggy. So I guess you could order them from the Sears catalog. And here's a horse-drawn carriage. Look at this contraption here, the Sunbury. Wow. Kind of like too when they have the mirror on the bottom so you can see the undercarriage. It's pretty cool. I guess you'd ride right up here on front. Okay, the question is, what were these housewives doing? And of course, steel was a gigantic part of Pennsylvania's history. Just the steel mills ranging everywhere from Bethlehem, where we just visited, all the way. Pittsburgh was built on steel, the steel city. And this gives you a little look, a smaller look than we saw the other day, but a look of, kind of an inner look of the steel mill. And this may be the most important document in the entire state of Pennsylvania. They call this Pennsylvania's birth certificate. Now, it was given to William Penn by King Charles II and really started the foundation of what ended up becoming Pennsylvania. All right, looks like we're gonna walk down the streets of an old Pennsylvania town here. Everything looked at these lamps here. That's pretty cool, isn't it not? Little store. We've got an emergency exit. Always gotta have one or two of those, right? Boss of boss. Pretty cool. And we've got an indoor tree. Pennsylvania was so great back in the 1600s, 1700s. They drove trees indoor. Cool, we got one of these old villages here. Let's look in this shop. Morning, how you doing today? That is very unique, extremely unique.
First they said there was a mathematician and scientists and everything came up with something like this.
Like, try to eat some octopus and it's coming out of your mouth, eating your brain and coming out of your ears. Water gun, that is cool. That's gonna do it for Toll Road here at the Pennsylvania State Museum, where I learned about, believe it or not, Pennsylvania. So, till next time, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe they do. Who knows? That's right. Who knows where the toll road will lead to next?